Hey, this is Big Girl Diary. Welcome to my channel. Big Girl Diary in a big girl world and get the perspective from a big girl, whether you're talking about interesting court cases, whether you're talking about big girl delusional syndrome, or whether if we're talking about celebrity mess or what's going on in society and how we break it down to make sense of it. Welcome to my channel and you'll like my videos. Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, cookies. How you doing? Okay, so much has happened since my last video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back a little bit so we can talk a little bit about the accusers, those who accuse of Marilyn Manson, show their pictures, give a little bit, and then we're going to get into good stuff with other videos. Oh my goodness. Okay. What this all really boils down to is two things. Just two. Evan Rachel Wood could not get Marilyn Manson, could not get Marilyn Manson to marry her. She couldn't do it. When he married Dita, it was it. She went over the edge. She went over the edge. All of this is about is her jealousy and need to get back at a man, get back at him any way she could to hurt him as much as she could to do the maximum amount of damage, which she did. But within that maximum amount of damage, she went way too far. And one of her friends couldn't deal with her manipulation, her bullying, her lies, her holding her job, money, future income over her head. And Ashley did the right thing by telling the truth, and now she is in panic mode. So I went back to refresh your memories on this, and I'm going to do more videos in the very near future. Let me calm down. Now, let's talk about the first one, the first accuser. And where is she? Let me first. The first accuser was Evan Rachel Wood, but I'm going to come back to her. The second accuser was Ashley Walters. Where is she at? Okay, here's Ashley Walters, but I want to show this one first. Oh, his name is Ashley Walters too, but if Marilyn Manson were to do the things that Ashley Walters said that he did to her, and if it were him, believe me, it would have been a different story. It would have been completely different. But I'm sorry, I'm just having fun. Now Ashley Walters, quite interesting, an employee who suggested that he psychologically damaged her by basically reprimanding her for getting in his car, having a car accident that he has to pay for because he yelled at her. He psychologically damaged me. That's all that I can do. Just like really, just. But let's see. what she said that he did. Ashley Walters, a photographer, said that she worked for Manson as his personal assistant after he reached out to her on social media in 2010. She said he subjected her to psychological abuse and frequently feared she frequently feared for her safety and presence. In the beginning, he put me on a pedestal by saying, "Hey, Ashley, you're doing a good job. Good work. But since you blew up my car, got into a car crash with my girlfriend, and now have to pay higher insurance, I psychologically abused you." Fool. Uh, Let me see. He put on a pedestal and would tell me I was saving his life by not busting up his car. Walters wrote in a post on Instagram he was a very skilled at gaslighting his inner circle. He would he would dictate the parameters of our reality. Horrifying, deranged behavior in insane scenarios became normalized. Really, Ashley? Hmm. Amen. Really, Ashley? Are you really saying this ignorant stuff? Are you really saying this ignorant stuff? Okay, I'm done yelling at her. Okay, let's get to the next one. Okay, now Sarah McNeely. Okay, her. She also accused Manson, and let's get into the particulars of what she said. She said McNeely, a model, said that Marilyn lured her by posing as the perfect boyfriend. Okay, all right. Sarah, all guys are going to put their best person forward. Okay, I just want you to know this. So he wasn't posing as the perfect boyfriend. He was simply posing, putting his best foot forward. Now, the question is, did you put your best foot forward? All right. Having said that, I hope you learned something, McNeely. Um, she said he soon began to abuse her by isolating her from her friends, locking her in her room, and verbally berating her for hours. Now, okay, look, Sarah, you're going to have to take some responsibility because he locked you in your room for hours and berated you, and when you got out, you stayed. Uh, you might want to rethink what you're doing. You just might want to rethink it. Just a thought. Then let me see what else. He locked me in a room when I was bad, sometimes forced me to listen to him entertaining other women, kept away from certain friends, and didn't if I didn't, he would threaten to come after me. Well, um, okay. This right here is a little bit out off the wall. So what you're basically saying, Sarah, is this, and we have to be very clear on what you're saying. You're saying is that he he brought other Sarah, he brought other women, entertained other women while you were there locked in your room, and you went for that. Okay, look, a man will only do what you allow him to do, and you allowed him to treat you in that manner. Okay, I'm not coming down hard on her, but I'm just saying that this is what people see. If you allow this to happen and you let it go, and then you call it abuse, I'm just saying. Okay, Scarlet Capella. All right. Now, Scarlet Capella, she's pretty. Let's see what she's saying. Scarlet Capella has alleged Manson subjected her to emotional, physical, and sexual abuse after pursuing her for in 2011 while she was modeling in Mexico City. I have respected him as an artist and was thrilled he wanted to work with me and wanted to paint me. I posted on Instagram he would go from charming and loving to complete monster behavior. He exploited an unequal power dynamic and put me in a place of fear, controlling, and here. Okay. All right. Now, you might not like what I'm going to say, but she has a lot of feminist talking points. And I'm sad that she's doing this because she's talking about a place of power as if she doesn't have agency. So if you're working someone and it's unequal, then you should walk away. And it's easy for me to say, hey, big girl diary, look, no. I have walked away from jobs making a lot of damn money. Oh my goodness. There was a job that I walked away from that was making $110,000 a year because I do understand one thing. Not all money is good money. And I learned not to chase after money because you get yourself into some wild situations where you compromise yourself. And when you compromise yourself, you have problems with looking at yourself in the mirror saying, okay, this is what I did in order to make a little bit. I did some strains for some change. That's what it basically boils down to. And what she's saying is, is that he psychologically abused me. You had agency to open up the door and walk out. And I know I sound harsh. I know I do, but that's the reality of it. That's the reality that women, we have the ability to say no. We have the ability to say, Marilyn, you're not going to do this to me. You're not going to just say any old kind of thing. But that's just me. I have walked away from jobs making a lot of money, but I'm not going to compromise my moral foundation that I know what is right and wrong. But that's just me individually. That's just me. Okay. I'm sorry, I got off topic. So, Scarlett, even though she was thrilled to work with him, it didn't work out the way she wanted to. So, in that aspect, that right there was really sad that she went through that. It is. Okay, the anonymous accuser is me. I am accusing Marilyn Manson and Johnny Depp of, for helping me out with my channel. I'm accusing them of bringing me some of the best fans that they have, and I am accusing them of their fans being just decent human beings that care about the truth. Yeah, I'm accusing him of all of that. Yeah, I'm the anonymous accuser. All right. Okay. That was bad. No, okay, let me get to it. The anonymous accuser. An artist alleged Manson tied her up, deprived her of sleep, and forced her to take drugs during their roughly 6-month relationship. She said that she attempted to terminate herself at one point while they were dating. I was 22 and he was 46. So this was not too long ago because he's like, what, 50, 54, 55? Okay, about 9 years ago. The second time we met, He broke a wine glass in a hotel and demanded me to make a blood pact together. Now, if the first time was rough, look, if the first time was rough and you still went at it, uh, BGD, you deserved everything that you got. All the fans, all the subscribers that you got based on Marilyn Manson, shame on you. And I'm not making light of it. No, I'm not. Please don't think I'm making light of it. What I'm looking at is the time that she continued to go back. That makes no sense. And therefore, I'm having a hard time with what she's saying. That's all that is. Okay. And Ashley Morgan Smithline. She went from an accuser to being an accuser to telling the truth, which I'm glad she did. Make sure you do cheering sounds. So she told the truth, which is great. And now Evan Rachel Wood is sweating bullets, not bullets. Evan Rachel Wood is sweating everything, sweating fear, sweating OMG, sweating whatever you want to put into it. That's what she's sweating. So thank you, Ashley Smithline, for telling the truth. Thank you. Okay, the next person is Tori Lynn. What is it with the redheads? It seems like Marilyn likes redheads. So Tori Lynn, she says, Lynn, who runs a Los Angeles-based vintage clothing jewelry shop, said she experienced Manson's abuse firsthand. It taken me years to truly understand the damage he has done to me. Plus, of the people I love the most in the world, Lynn wrote in an Instagram story, Marilyn Manson is an abuser now. Okay. Tori, did he dump you? Did he dump you because he said he's an abuser? And what did he do to abuse you? Or unless if because he got married and didn't marry you, and you thought you were going to be Mrs. Marilyn Manson and not like Evan Rachel Wood. That's all that I'm saying. All righty. Okay, Tori. All right. Chloe Black. Okay, Chloe Black. She states a musician, and she was subject to Manson's alleged abuse 10 years ago, claiming he deprived her of sleep, verbally abused her, and physically hurt her. This is somewhere, and I think Ashley Walters, not the guy, but Ashley Walters, seemed like she sort of like cultivated all this because she had all their info back in another live stream I did to where not Evan, I'm sorry, Ezra Juarez brought that out, and she had the receipts showing it, and I'm gonna see if I can bring that up. So she said that Tori said that, I'm sorry, Chloe said that he abused her. He belittled her he belittled her for listening to Black people's music when he flew into a rage after he had growling animalistic screams and threw glasses at walls. So it seemed like that he had some demonic stuff going on there. I don't know. But hey, all right. Okay, Louise K. Bell. She suggests she's an artist and a writer. Alleged Manson emotionally, financially abused her for several years, beginning with when she was 19 years old. I looked up to him. He took advantage of my trust. Okay, okay, you're 19. You're with a guy that is around your dad's age. I mean, come on. And he financially abused you. Was he? Okay, look, pay your own damn bills. Pay your own bills and stop saying that a man's abusing you because he doesn't give you money. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look, look, look. Pay your bills, make your own money. If he's your husband, then he did not financially abuse you. He's not your husband. He didn't financially abuse you. Please stop it. Okay. Okay, Louise. Okay, Love Bailey. Okay. All right, and she actually puts her post up there. Okay, Love Bailey, a queer fashion stylist, alleges Manson put a gun. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, okay, let me make sure I get this right. Um, put a gun on her during a photo shoot in 2011. So I showed up to see, I showed up to Marilyn Manson's house, Bailey said in a video on the Instagram as they were getting ready. I was like trying to put the couture, the co the couture, some kind of French word together and just do my job. I was 20 years old and I was young and naive, a naive stylist. Bailey said that she was called to Marilyn's boudoir where he and an actress just finished having mechs and she was blacked out, wasted, and Bailey said the actress, I didn't know if she was on pills. She was not coherent at all. She was stumbling over and she hurt her knee on the bedside table and Marilyn laughed at her. And so I ran over to help her and continued, and Marilyn pulled a gun to my head and pulled the Glock straight towards my head and said, I don't like uh five guilts, bad guilts, and said laughing in a really dark, aggressive tone. It wasn't a joke. I remembered stumbling in that moment, and she added, I felt powerless. Well, yeah, I would agree with you. I would agree with you. Charlene, Charlene Yee. Charlene Yee. Okay. Hmm. All right, it's going to be interesting. Charlene Yee, Yee, an actor, alleged in 2018 harassed her and other women while visiting the set on the TV House. She said he made inappropriate sexual comments to women and calling her a Chinaman. Oh, goodness. Wait a minute. Wait. Wait a minute. Let me make sure I get this right. All right. She complained that he was sexually harassing other women, but not you, but sexually harassing other women, but then called you a Chinaman. That's not funny. That's not funny. I'm let me get a little bit of water. My goodness. Oh my goodness. Charlene, that's horrible. I'm sorry we called you a Chinaman. That's terrible. That's really terrible. Okay, Ellie Roswell. This is Ellie Roswell, and apparently she is a singer. Ellie Roswell, lead singer of the band Alice Wolf, said Manson serendipitously recorded a video up her skirt at a music festival a few years ago. I met Marilyn Manson backstage at the festival a few years ago, and after his compliments towards my band became more and more hyperbolic, I became suspicious of his behavior and was shocked after looking down, seeing he was filming up my skirt with a GoPro. I guess it's some kind of thing. Oh, that is disgusting. All right. It's terrible, Maryland and Saint Sasha. Saint Sasha. Okay. Saint Sasha. Okay, okay. This is going to be interesting. Very, very interesting. Let's see what Maryland did to Saint Sasha. This is going to be quite interesting. All right. Sasha, a model, a makeup artist, suggests that she felt controlled and fearful of Manson during their alleged relationship in 2016. So, Saint Sasha, you were with Marilyn Manson and you were in fear. You just should have disappeared. I'm not making light of this. I mean, it's just this character. Uh, she shared an old blog posted on Instagram, which she described Manson trying to control the appearance of his girlfriends. Well, I gotta say, if this right here is controlling, he did a pretty good job. Now, Kanye West does a really good job of dressing Kim Kardashian because she thought she had style and didn't. But if this right here is Marilyn Manson's handiwork, he did a good job. Just a thought, I'm not making light of anything. Esme Bianco. Esme Bianco. Now, this, we know what she did. She made all these claims. She sued him and got kicked out without prejudice. She brought another claim. They settled, got some money, and then another Jane Doe popped up. Okay, that's Esme. Okay, I'm not trying to make light of anything. It's just all right. Annie Abrams. This is Annie Abrams. Oh, she's pretty. Annie Abrams, a publicist, named Manson as her abuser. She said that he repeatedly threatened her in recent months, including a text message and social media page messages that she shared in Instagram. He is manipulative, psychotic, terrifying individual, and I am still suffering from the complete and utter brain defrag that he has performed on me, Abrams said in an Instagram post. The last 6 months, I have been manipulated, threatened, and blackmailed. He said, oh, he would claim I had promised him things that I never did, and then made me feel effing awful for not doing what he asked me to do by threatening to eliminate himself. Okay, I gotta say now, the only one that I believe that could possibly be true is her. And for that reason is because he admitted that when Evan left him, he said he was going to eliminate himself. So if anyone out of all the group here, I would believe Annie Abrams just for that alone. So I'm just saying. She's not claiming that he did anything to her, anything physical. He didn't sexually abuse her. He didn't do any of those things, just besides being a garden variety jerk. But I got to say, I do believe her. I do. I do. Now to the one, Bianca Elaine, I truly believe she is Jane Doe number one. Not Jane Doe number two, but Jane Doe number one. And she says the following. She says, Elaine, an actor, told The Sun that Manson forcibly kissed her in 1995 when she was 16 years old. And he was in his mid-20s. She said that they had a brief relationship, even though he forcibly kissed her when he was 16, and then she has a relationship with him a little bit later in her 20s. Okay. During, he routinely humiliated her. It was a very confusing relationship, and looking back, I felt it was emotionally abusive. Elaine said he would be very sweet one minute, and then he would degrade me in front of his friends. It was uh, the worst was he once told me I looked like a dirty Mexican whore, e whore, because I had olive skin. She added. He would purposely say things like that to to make me feel bad about myself. No, you shouldn't feel bad about yourself if he thinks that you're a dirty Mexican whore. I mean, if you were having a relationship with him and doing a bad baby, and then he calls you a dirty Mexican whore, I mean, hey, you can walk out that door anytime and not to be disrespected if that would occur. But Alana, I mean, you've been exposed on that one. But having said all that, going through this, I didn't mean to make it this long. Now, there is a lot of new evidence coming out. Esme Bianco came out and said that she did not tell the truth. Evan Rachel Wood forced her into all of this. And it's really sad that she did that. It really is. It really is. Thank you for staying with me. And Marilyn Manson is innocent. And all of that is going to be proven. And Evan Rachel Wood is going to be a thing of the past. Bye bye.